Mm-hmm.
So that truly became my mission. I said, well, that's very noble mission. So I came back with that mission, helping people in the community, and renovated my basement a little bit to
Mm-hmm.
start a small tax practice, naming it after my guru as the Guru Tax Consulting Office.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the birth of the Guru Tax happened in my cellar. And
Right.
it was a very small place, maybe 8 by 10 area that I used to sit, and maybe 8 by 6. By that time, we had two little children, two sons. So my wife wasn't working, and
Mm-hmm.
she said, "Well, I'll help you in, doing things that
Starting
you
it up
do,
and
like phone calls and that." So she became my office administrator, sort of thing. So both of us, launched this Guru Tax Consulting Office in a very small area in basement,
so
and that's how it began.
so what started in a basement is now you have two offices, one in Burlington and one in Worcester.
Right. Now we have one in Worcester, one in Burlington, and we have about 8 employees working for us. It's been a fascinating journey. I mean, and then, I still had my job,
Mm-hmm.
the science career, which was my main mission to
Right.
come here. And 1989, I got my license. I opened this business in 1990 from the basement
Mm-hmm.
with the intent to just use it as a hobby.
Right.
Now that I know, so I said, well, I'll help people, those who want to learn something or get some tax returns done. But slowly, people, as they came, they started asking me that, can you also do our financial planning,
Investments.
investments? So I said, well, I'm not licensed to do all those things. I can only do taxes. Some people, sort of like pushed me or kind of kept telling me that we want you to become our financial planner also. So I joined the 2 years courses from the Denver College of Financial Planning,
Okay.
and I passed that and became a CFP, Certified Financial Planner. So now I can do financial planning.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I do the financial planning, I'll give people advice where they can invest to get the required money they need for the objective they have, college education, retirement, wedding, whatever their objective
Right.
is, how to get there. But then they would say, okay, you're telling us, how to get there, but can you manage it for us?
Oh.
And I would say, well, I'm not licensed. I don't have the security license. So then a lot of my clients started saying, well, why don't you go get that? So we want you to do the whole thing for us. And that I was kind of more like client driven at that
Yeah.
point. So I got more motivated and I went and got all the licenses, the life insurance license, the annuity license, the security license. So now the practice has kind of mushroomed into, mainly divided into three parts: the taxes, financial planning, and wealth management.
Wealth management.
So now we do all those things. And then 1994, I was still doing my full-time science job and doing this in the evening
Mm-hmm.
as a part-time job. I hardly had 50 clients or 60 clients at that point. But 1994, my guru used to visit us every year
In US.
in US.
Okay.
So he used to come to our home, and he came and he asked me the first thing that I would like you to quit your science and dedicate full time in this financial services and help more people. And that was like absolutely not we were prepared for. It was
Yeah.
like a shocker to both my wife and I. But we always had so much faith in him that we thought, well, if he is saying us to do this, I mean, we certainly wouldn't say no to him. But he gave me 2 weeks' time.
Mhm.
I remember he came on June 1st, 1994, and he asked me to leave on June 14th from my
Okay.
company. He even gave me a date. So, but that night, my wife and I, we really couldn't sleep because we didn't have enough savings at that point that we could think, and we didn't have this business that we could really rely on
Right.
to live our life.
Because we're just building
It was
up.
just building up. I never even had an intention that this would be my profession.
Right.
I had a good job and I was happy with my science career. And my boss was very, very happy with me. So with all those things, when he told me, the only thing that I had at that point is the confidence in myself about the subject.
Right.
I had the support of my family, my wife, my 2 sons. They were young, and I had full faith in my guru. And I think that was the major factor. We decided that even if he is asking me to do this, knowing the fact that we are not financially ready, even if he is pushing me to a ditch, I think he knows there is something good I'll find.
In the ditch, yeah.
And I think that faith was more of a factor that we decided to launch on our own. So 1994, 1995 onwards, I quit my science career, went to my company president and told him about my guru. I took his picture and I said, look, no hard feelings, but he has instructed me to do this for people, and I really have to obey his direction. And from there on, he has become, I think, our navigator. I'm just driving wherever
Okay.
it takes me. So that has been the reason, that we started from 95 on our own full time. And, today, as you can see, we have about close to 600 clients.
Wow.
We have 2 offices, one in Worcester, one in Burlington. And I think you can take it to any level you want. I think one thing I always give a lot of credit to is perhaps I could do it more because I'm in a country like America.
Right.
And this is the country where I think we all have a chance. Right. And you saw the present election, how it turned out.
Right.
I think it proves that how much this country values your talent, your ability, and encourages you to achieve what you want to achieve.
If you really believe in that.
If you really believe in that. There are people who think, well, I'm just here making my money and the profession I'm doing, I'm leading my routine life. I mean, that's one thing. But if you really seriously think, I want to get somewhere, I want to do something, I think you can do it. And I give a lot of credit to the country that I'm in. And the success behind my business or of my business is because of the people in the community who have always supported me, who have come and taken my services and have dependent on my ability. And I have been fortunate enough to live up to their trust. So I think that's how it all began, and that's how today we are in.
It has grown so
in the business. So.
Right.
So we're very happy that there's no end to how much you want or what you want, but I'm a strong proponent of community service. I think I'm successful today because of people behind me, and I must give back something to the community, share my success with them, because it's only because of them. So I recommend everyone to kind of make sure that the part that you earn, you share a portion of it should always be given back, and even in a smaller way.
Right.
I mean, always people think that you don't have to be Warren Buffett or Bill Gates, but even if all of us give a little bit, and those little portion could amount to a huge
Add
amount,
up to a lot. Yeah.
and we all should target that wherever we live, we should try to make that place be a better place to live. And we should take the ownership about our living here. We have come here, like I've been here now over 32 years. This certainly is my home. We have raised 2 children, and if we have the ability within us and zeal or intent to be a part of the process, I think we should all be.
You should all be there.
Yeah. But one thing that is very prominent in our community is that we have a strong family, which is a very, very strong thing that you have. It's a very good asset. There is always, I couldn't do whatever I have done today if my wife wouldn't be always there for me. There were times when we thought that we don't know whether we're going to make it.
Right.
I just had to suddenly quit my job, not even prepared for it.
Yeah.
But she was there all the time, and that was a huge support for her being there. And our children were at that time, I'm talking about 1994. My older one was just 10 years old, and the younger one was 7 years old. And that's where I quit the job without having enough financial support, only on the basis of family support, my
And
wife's
faith.
support, and my guru's blessing.
Right.
And sometimes I do believe in that. You got to have some faith to adhere to, and that probably helps you to move forward. Whatever
pulls
it
you out
is, it
from
could be anything. But if you have faith in someone or something, probably if you can have a strong hold on that, I think you can move on in the direction that you want to go.